Tonight, a 17-year-old is in custody after a deadly shooting at an East Macon gas station. 18-year-old Dacario Cobb died at the store Wednesday. Now, Brandon Robinson sits in jail. Robinson turned himself in last night and faces murder charges. Investigators are still looking into what led up to that shooting. Maggie Fitzgerald shows you how the sheriff's office is tackling gang activity in the area.
Today, 17-year-old Brandon Robinson appearing in Magistrate Court. Robinson now charged with murder in the shooting death of 18-year-old Dacario Cobb. It happened Wednesday in broad daylight at the Citgo gas station on Sherling Drive. Hours later, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office released this photo of Robinson, naming him as a person of interest. A day later, Robinson turned himself in.
The apprehension of Mr. Brandon Robinson for what happened on Sherling Drive. Investigators, even though an arrest has been made, they are still putting all the circumstances together to better, push the case further down the line.
So far, there is no word from investigators on what led up to the shooting. Meanwhile, in a separate case this week, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office announced the arrest of a man accused of supplying firearms to juveniles and known criminals. They say 31-year-old Prentice Braswell bought 20 firearms over a 2-year period. He's accused of transferring them into the hands of gang members, juveniles, and people with a history of committing violent crimes. The Sheriff's Office says they've recovered firearms at crime scenes and during arrests.
We're not naive that it's there. It's there in the school system. It's there in the homes. It's there in the community. You know, we can't police our way out of this problem.
The Sheriff's Office says these arrests represent progress in addressing gang and criminal activity in Macon, but emphasize there's still more work to be done. Back in October, 13 WMEZ spoke with Major Jason Batchelor about the state of gang violence following another deadly shooting in East Macon.
It is present. It is prevalent in some communities more than others. It's going to take a collective effort to address many of its root causes, poverty, that serves to contribute to its rise.
In Macon, Maggie Fitzgerald, 13, WMEZ News.
Robinson is also charged with possession of a firearm. He agreed to a commitment hearing that should happen sometime in the next few weeks.